All right. One moment. Okay, sorry for the delay there. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Heidi ho.
Hey, what's up?
I don't know. You tell me. You're the one who wanted to do this. What's up?
Okay, so where to start? Okay, we all know like detransitioners. It's a popular grift right now. If you're
This is
like
my editor, by the
detransitioning,
way, if
whatever.
anyone's wondering who the hell is talking and why. Go on.
Hey, um, yeah. So, hi, I'm McMahon. I'm the editor. So yeah, detransitioners, big grift. Think of like Brianna Wu, but they take it a step further, right? So they
Brandon
have
was
all
not a
the same
detransitioner.
self-hatred.
Brandon would
Well, that's what I
detransition.
mean by taking it a step further. Like they advocate for basically the same shit, and they're kind of the same in like that in the sense that they're very disingenuous. Their like prior pro-trans positions are just as fake as their like current ideologies.
Gotcha.
So it like they're Brianna Wu in that way. Disclaimer: I have talked to all of these people in the past. I
Oh,
have
yeah, you did talk
a
to Brandon,
hobby.
didn't you?
Well, Brianna, but also the people we're talking about today. I'm going to
Yeah.
send you the link to the main article. This thing is like pretty good. It's got all the information in it.
All right, let's see.
But these are the three prior, like the three prime, like main people involved. Left to right, it's Ariana Hendricks. That's what their current name is, and then Hendrix's wife Lita. And I've talked to all of these people in the past. They're not
Oh, that
great.
was...
So
Wait.
yeah.
Do I know this person? She looks very familiar.
Which
On
one?
the left side.
Yes. So you might know them from past Twitter accounts where they go by he him now. They're an ideological detransitioner. They actually still take estrogen and everything.
Okay.
But they had a very heavy transmed phase before their like current detransition phase. This is what I mean. Is like they've basically found a unique way to project their self hatred onto the world. Every few years, it's like they morph. Um, they are very much on like the Blanchardism side of things. So they'll viciously attack other trans women for being like AGP or whatever.
Yeah.
This person's porn is still available, so they themselves are not beating the allegations that they throw at everyone else. I don't have a problem with any of that. I say live your life, do whatever. But yes, a lot of hypocrisy on that front.
Wait, why did
Um,
I need to know that? Sorry. That
uh,
just came out of left field.
just to
Listen.
kind of paint the picture for the kind of person we're dealing with here. Okay, sorry,
Sounds like the picture doesn't need to be painted. Okay.
my bad. Um, Person in the middle is Hendrix. Dead Domain did a video on them a while back, kind of talking about how they devolved from being like a trans advocate to being now like a pretty hateful like detransitioner.
Yeah.
And so like Dead Domain did a whole thing of like, oh wow, like look at how these people basically took advantage of this person's vulnerable state and
Gotcha.
were able to convince them. So okay, anyway, enough of that.
Yeah.
Essentially, the three of them met up in Seattle recently,
Okay.
and it seems like they had intent to start problems at a Pride event, and they succeeded in doing so. And now they're trying to claim that Trantifa has essentially assaulted them in a terrorist attack or something. The
Trantifa.
yeah, or Antifa, some variant of that.
The idea that you can successfully coordinate a group of any more than like 2 trans women at a time makes this entirely implausible, but go on.
Yeah. The second that you say like Antifa has attacked me, period, I'm basically just not going to believe a single word you're saying. So this article here, it has like most of the information. I don't know if you want to read through it together, or I can just send you links.
This article that I have on the screen,
Yes.
I can just read it over. So, 3 subjects
Okay.
of our previous reporting have released video of an altercation in a Seattle park, framing themselves as victims of an unprovoked attack on detransitioners. The incident took place at a location that is famous for Antifa organizing. However,
This is a
Yeah.
gender critical outlet, by the way, but they're some of the best at having all the information in one place.
Fair. However, video evidence, timelines, and their own statements raise serious questions about provocation, suggesting they may have intended to document the event for public consumption and self-promotion. 2 of the individuals, Ariana Laureano and Erica Hendricks Moise, are being described as quote-unquote detransitioners in coverage of the incident. Aside from electrolysis, neither individual has taken any legal electrolysis. Neither individual has taken any
Yeah.
legal or medical steps to reverse their cross-sex identification. A third member of the group, Leda Boylan, was also present during the altercation, as The Distance explained in our original coverage of the Cluster B clique during March. All 3 individuals have been rejected by organizers in the detransition advocacy space due to their volatile behavior.
Yeah, pause. So they basically tried to, from what I understand, from what I've read from this same outlet, they
Yeah.
tried to smear somebody as like a rapist or something, and it seems like nothing ever came of the allegations. Hendricks went so far as to claim they were going to represent the accuser in court because Hendricks is a lawyer of some sort. Doesn't seem like anything ever happened. So yeah, they're known for like causing trouble within detransition circles, as
Right.
if you can believe it.
I can believe it. Okay. The Distance has also reported on Mr. Liriano's messages expressing his desire to harm a female detransitioner by, quote, smashing all of her fucking teeth on a curb, unquote. What the fuck?
Yeah, and Ari's like that. I was in their Discord for a while.
Wait, Mr.
They will
Liriano.
just go on like unhinged rants.
Wait, hang on. So these are detransitioners.
Yes.
So this
So
is a
the ones that look like
detransitioner,
girls or
and this
boys-
person expressed this about another detransit. Was that because they were detransitioners, or was that another detransitioner for a different reason? Like, what was the motive
I
for
think
saying
it's
they
for-
wanted to curb stomp this person? That's a very strange thing to say.
I have actually no idea what the motivation is. It could be a few things, but I don't
Okay.
think it's based off of the fact that they are a detransitioner.
Yeah, that would-
I think it
okay.
most likely have something else going on.
Okay. We have also reported on Miss Moise's role in a police report we assess was fabricated to harm the reputations of 2 actual detransitioners. Okay. We have additionally, you can't win with these people. We have additionally
Yeah, you really
reported.
can't.
We've additionally reported on. Listen, you'll never be a real former trans woman. Okay. We have additionally
Really,
reported
truly
on.
trans.
We've additionally reported on Mrs. Boylan's. It's like when Quagmire is like lecturing Lois on not taking her marriage seriously. It's like, listen, I choose to, play fast and loose and whatnot, but you who would like take part in this institution and then for shame. It's like, yeah. Okay, we have additionally reported on Miss Boylan's insane quote-unquote pressure campaign on organizers using that smear. What's the smear? I don't know what the smear is. We now assess the alleged...
It's the fake accusations I was telling you about.
Oh, right, harm the reputation. Okay, yeah, got it. Sorry, my brain's not working. I didn't connect the first
It's
sentence
all
with the
good.
second sentence. We now assess the alleged assault in Cal Anderson Park during the evening of 24th of June was likely orchestrated to garner social credit and media attention so that the trio could present themselves to the world as courageous opponents of medical transition. However, Ariana Laureano, Erica Hendricks Moyes, and Lita Boylan are not the activists they pretend to be. Their actions in Seattle discredit, in this weird, bold, alternative font, detransition advocates who wrote this. While there does seem to have been aggressive behavior by the crowd in the park, we assess that the Cluster B clique intentionally provoked the physical response for a quote-unquote viral video, and that Moyes was the first to get physical. Ooh. At least one of the three, possibly two, also carried pistols into the park.
Yeah.
They were on a hunting trip. What the hell?
Yeah.
Apparently anticipating a confrontation.
Funny you say that, because these people have talked about how they want to kill trans people before. So, you know.
Yeah. All right. By the way, guys, friends, just a heads up, reminder. No matter how weird or goofy or silly or harmless people look, don't get into IRL altercations with weird strangers, because you never know what they're fucking gonna do. And we are in 2026, and we have technology that means the shrimpiest weirdo can do a lot of hurt. If it weren't for the police showing up, I would be very dead. Moyes has posted on X. We assess this as another of her overt exaggerations. Well, judging by the fact that they went into the park with weapons, they may not have been an exaggeration. It may have been, they may very well have ended up either killing somebody else or in a shootout.
Oh, there's video evidence. It's in the article later on. Yeah, it's bad.
Okay. Oh wow, this goes on and on.
Yeah. So basically, this article goes into quite a bit of detail. You can scroll a little bit down to evidence of prior planning, preparation, instigation. The red hat trick just means like Ari wore a hat that looks like a MAGA hat, but it says "Make common sense great again."
Right, just to provoke somebody like
exactly.
Yeah. So evidence of prior planning, preparation, and instigation. Now, I've got a video. I'm just gonna play the video first.
Her name.
Huh?
Her name.
Isn't that the IKEA chart? What's her name?
Bontai. Her name is
That's
Bontai.
pointing at me, hon. It's not pointing at you.
We're recording ourselves.
Yeah, it's pointing at us. Rat mother.
Like, we're good. Thank you.
Do you have the lighter?
I'm from Detroit, bitches.
It's in selfie
You
mode.
guys are from nothing.
It's in
You
selfie
are
mode.
from.
Thank you.
You are from nothing.
We're doing selfies, hon.
And you'll notice they sound absolutely wasted. Like they are not in good shape at all. And it gets worse. Like they are, especially Hendricks is just slurring his words like constantly, or her words constantly.
All right, so Mr. Now it's Mr. Laureano. Mr. Laureano has stated that the trio was peacefully, quote-unquote, vaping on a bench together while he recorded a selfie video. In a selfie video, Laureano asks the other two individuals about a lighter, presumably to share a joint, which is legal in Seattle. They do not discuss a crime scene from the previous day. Contrary to Laureano's version of events, third-party video shows that Moyes was acting aggressively as they sat on a bench. Quote, "I'm from Detroit, bitches. You guys are from nothing," Moyes yelled, unquote. This was moments before the first scuffle. It was not included in Mr. Laureano's self-recorded video that Cruz amplified. Miss Moyes was belligerent when the alleged assault transpired, and then the trio did not disclose the full context of the assault. Furthermore, video from other people at the scene shows that Moyes was the aggressor in, again, strangely French-seeming font. We assess that this image below shows the trio just before the incident. Not only is Mr. Laureano wearing a red MAGA-style hat, Miss Moyes is wearing an Occupy Mars shirt associated with Elon Musk. Miss Boylan appears to be holding a sign or placard with Brian Griffin, the erudite dog from Family Guy, not the erudite dog from DGG. We understand that it had a message about LGBT identities on it. The obvious implication is that the Cluster B clique was trying to have an altercation with transgender people or supporters that they could record for social media clout. We assess. Who's the we? Stop saying we assess. You freaking investigators. We assess.
It really annoys me that they do that. It almost goes against them, but
Okay.
yeah.
Horatio Kane continues. We assess that two of the three traveled to Seattle on the day of the incident, intending to visit Cal Anderson Park together that evening. Boylan lives in Wisconsin. Moyes lives in Michigan. Only Mr. Laureano. It's like they think they're in court or something. You're not a lawyer, dude. Sources close to Boylan tell the distance that she left for Washington State on Wednesday morning. Before she left, Boylan told her partner of 10 years that she was going to appear at an event. Not a conference or a gathering, but an event. Do you know how relevant it is that she referred to that as an event? No, it's not.
It's not at all.
I also just put this thing in my mouth, and this has not been dusted in forever, so that's gross.
Oh,
Miss Moyes. I can only hope. Miss Moyes announced her plans to travel to Seattle and visit Mr. Lorano a month ago. Jesus Christ. Okay, she was planning on pissing off trans people. We note that Miss Moyes posted about posted about stuff. They wanted to piss off trans. Okay, I don't care about that. I don't care about that. It was okay. None of this matters. Here's what matters. They were at an event. People approached them. They instigated an altercation. Okay, is this the recording of that?
There is. There you go.
All right, here we go. Hey. Listen, okay? Pay very close attention, chat, okay? Very close attention indeed. Just watch very closely at what happens here. And remember, okay? The enemy stand user could be anybody. Amazing. Moments later, video shows...
Please first. Like...
Moments later, video shows Mrs. Boylan choking the long-haired person from behind while they are grappling with Moyes. In audio of this clip, someone, possibly Mrs. Moyes, is making a strange noise, a kind of woo battle cry while this is happening. I'm trying to picture a woo battle cry. Are they like walla wallowing? What the fuck is that?
It's like a battle horn from Lord of the Rings, you know?
Yeah, okay. We assess that this video was likely recorded by the person in the orange shirt standing behind the bench. But why, though? Who's calling upon you to make this assessment?
Yeah, seriously.
Again,
the main merit is the videos.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Hang on, we need the proper music for this, okay? Oh, I thought that would be longer. After Moyes breaks contact with the long-haired person, someone, possibly Moyes, seems to yell, "She has a gun!" Perhaps in order to de-escalate through escalation. Smart. We're running on all cylinders tonight.
It's real American de-escalation tactics here.
Okay, hang on.
I wasn't quite sure about the relevance of this clip specifically when I was reading this. It just kind of shows some of the altercation.
Obviously you weren't paying attention to what was being said, okay? You would know the relevance very clearly if you were listening to them. They were saying... But, you know, typical
right.
low attention span zoomer that you are, that went over your head.
It's all the TikToks I watch, you know?
Yeah, apparently. All right. We assess, again, you people and your asses, from this next video that Miss Moyes continued to be the aggressor and took a tumble face first onto the concrete stairs in front of the gatehouse. Moyes' eye injury, she's been demoted from Mrs. apparently, may have taken place at this time. We have widened this video out from the version that was on social media in order to get a better view.
Which it doesn't really help.
No, it doesn't, actually. You can just... Okay. Note that the man in the maroon pants... I like that. That's a fun name. The man in the maroon pants. If I ever make another channel, I'm going to call it that. The one that
The
Moist...
stream title.
It wasn't me, officer. It was the man with the maroon pants. The one that Moist goes after and then misses, falling face first, is the man who got arrested.
With this device.
We were selfieing ourselves.
You were.
Yeah, 100%. I can show the cops the video.
I love.
Y'all just attacked us for doing a selfie video in the park.
No, keep your dress on, lady.
Are you not allowed to have a red hat?
You have a red hat.
Yeah.
While this scuffle is going on, none of this told me anything. While the scuffle is going on, Laureano is already taunting people. He doesn't seem to fear for his life. Also, note that Miss Boylan appears to reach under her skirt. Oh, I noted, unfortunately, in the video above. As explained below, we assess she may have been furtively reaching for a pistol in a thigh holster. I certainly hope so. A gap exists in the video coverage that we are missing what happened between two different scuffles. After the first altercation seen above, the trio apparently moved around the gatehouse from the southeastern side. I can't fucking speak. From the southeastern side to the western side, where Mr. Laureano was knocked down in a second scrum. Who is writing this? In this video, Miss Moyes is on her feet defending Laureano, who's shouting, "Leave me alone." Miss Moyes appears to engage in a kicking contest with the long-haired individual with whom Boylan was wrestling. A kicking contest. How fun!
You know when you and your siblings are fighting and they get on the couch and they start kicking their legs out? Yeah. It's like that.
What?
Looks very nice out. Imagine if they just, did something gainful with their time. Miss Boylan was then recorded holding what appears to be a pistol. That looks like a fucking well rod is what that looks like. What is she holding? It looks like something out of a spy movie. It's just a tube. Miss Boylan was then recorded holding a pistol. On X, Miss Moyes has claimed, "That's a phone."
That's not a phone, bro. You're not convincing me that's a phone.
It's a thick-ass... Could be. It's a thick-ass phone, though. If true, she might have risked committing a gross... Sorry, that's a phone, but it sure looks like a gun in the video. If true, she might have risked committing a gross misdemeanor here because she was in no immediate danger, as we can see. But why is that even... If that's in question, though, why are you even bringing that up? Like, do we have photographic evidence of it being a gun? Like, just the fact that...
Again, like, they do themselves a disservice with the way, like, they narrativize it, because
they're very stupid is the problem. Because it's like the way they're talking about it, it's like Alex Pretty logic. Like, yeah, Alex Pretty had a gun in his on his person. Unless he drew it, that is not an excuse to shoot him on the ground.
Yeah. And I mean, like, there's plenty here to criticize without having to add to it, Like, these people absolutely are exaggerating this. It's what they kind of get into further down. There's questions about whether the bruise on the person's face is even real. You'll see. It's just
okay.
This writer is not the best.
That's
source.
fine.
It's just the only one.
That's fine. We have slowed down this video clip to 1/4 speed. But why? We observe Miss Boylan reaching under her skirt for what appears to be possibly a handgun. The video is from a local LGBTQ+ activist Instagram channel. We assess that if it was a... Stop saying we assess. Stop saying we assess. Just say if it was a gun, then maybe her earlier furtive gesture was an act of armed indecision during the first... Who writes like this? We assess that it was a gun. Sorry, that if it was a gun, that her earlier furtive... Like, who writes like this? Hang on, I want to get the name of the author. I need to put a name to my hatred. This is written by June 29th, 2026. That bastard. Okay. I highlighted some... Okay. Alright, okay, we're gonna watch this at quarter speed.
It's just to show that she's, like, reaching under her skirt to possibly grab a gun.
All right, that showed us nothing. Thank you for that. Of course, we could be wrong. Then shut the fuck up. Stop talking. And Boylan was perhaps really holding a camera in this clip. Then shh. However, while we are aware of commercial thigh holsters for handguns, they are unusual for cameras. You just said it was a phone. Wait, it's a camera now? A witness reported seeing a magazine containing hollow point bullets. No citation for this, I notice. Just...
Yeah, seriously.
Mr. Laureano has admitted carrying such ammunition as well. We see nothing unusual about that in itself. Hollow point rounds are entirely normal in concealed carry. Miss Boylan may have erred by forgetting how the concealed part works. The unusual part is that at least one, possibly two of these three people appear to have possibly brought guns to an event where they apparently intended to provoke, or at least risk, physical confrontations that they could record on camera for social media likes and shares. Hang on a second. I haven't seen any evidence of this so far. I mean, here
what
of them trying to provoke people. I haven't seen evidence of this so far. They have, they like here. It's a bit of a problem because we're in Alex Pretty territory again. It's like there's several different dimensions here. Recognizing that these people are all nuts. If I am allowed legally to conceal carry, and I go to a protest and provoke someone by wearing provocative dress that I know will make them angry, that by itself does not mean that I am intending to provoke an altercation where I will be forced to use my weapon, right? That doesn't follow.
When you see some of these videos and you see Ari basically standing there holding the phone, and with in what they later call like a life-threatening situation where they were almost killed, I can see why people would come to that conclusion, but the intent doesn't necessarily have to be there in order for them to make content out of an altercation later down the line.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's an additional factor, yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely see why people would come to the conclusion that they might have, at the very least, like, intended to show up in an area where they knew there were going to be a lot of queer people, because apparently Cal Anderson Park is like it's like a hot spot for like LGBT activity or whatever. So it's like, you know, it'd be kind of like driving into like a black neighborhood and like wearing a Blue Lives Matter shirt or something, and then being like, "What do you mean? I was just sitting around." But again, that doesn't mean like
listen. The
demonstrates the intent.
Yeah, well, it's a bit fuzzier than that. So like the hat that is made to look like a MAGA hat. Okay, I can see that argument. The Elon Musk one is trickier.
Yeah, that's a stretch for sure.
That's like a Cybertruck would be making the same statement. I don't think you could make that implication.
True.
The unusual part is that at least one, possibly two of these three people appear to have possibly brought guns to an event. According to the community in question, in quotes for some reason, both Boylan and Moyes were grabbing and pinning people who then used pepper spray in response. All three complained of receiving why'd they put community in quotes? All three complained of receiving defensive spray in the face. Quote, I was maced sick by like 6 different trans-identified males, beaten all over, kicked in the face multiple times, and was completely blinded by being maced so many times in a row, unquote, Moyes posted on X. We have no doubt that this experience was painful and humiliating. However, it does not amount to being almost murdered, as Miss Moyes has maintained since the incident. They knew Ari. Moyes said later through her X account, I jumped in front of him and that's how it started. From the available evidence that does not appear to be true, rather than report the facts like the lawyer she is supposed to be, Miss Moyes has speculated on what quote-unquote almost fucking happened. I just want to know why you're reporting. I don't know why you're reporting the facts like you're a lawyer that you're not supposed to be. I'm finding this entire article is just so odd.
It is. They're weird. What?
Sorry.
What?
I'm sorry. I just got to the eyeshadow.
Oh yeah, dude, it gets fucking unhinged.
Yeah. That was legitimate. That's real, sure. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'll buy that.
Dude, every person I know is like posting about like how fake this looks, and they're holding the fucking paintbrush in their hand.
That's not a paintbrush.
While they're doing the video.
That may not be a paintbrush. That may be a stylus or something.
It is. I watched the video. Hold on. Shit.
Oh,
It's not
actually?
on here. I'll send it to you. 1 second.
Unless they're showing themselves putting makeup over it. Right?
I thought of that, but 1 second. Let's see if I can find it. I have so many links here. Damn it. There you go. It's not the kind of brush you would use to put like concealer on, is the best way I can put it. This is like you're doing eyeshadow brush.
Okay, potentially. But I mean, also, though, to be fair, like, maybe she's shit at doing makeup.
That is also true.
This is
In which case,
Antifa, terrorism,
it shows by
violence.
the...
Hang on.
From the Cal
Eyeshadow.
Anderson. This
Okay.
is Antifa, terrorism.
Can I tell you what stands out to me the most here?
What?
You know what happens when you have a swollen eye from an injury, when you have a bruise? Your eyebrow goes up.
It puffs. Yeah, it puffs out.
Your eyebrow puffs up. Sorry. This goes up, and it puffs out. You know what your eyebrow doesn't do? Doesn't go lower than your other one.
Exactly.
She has to pull this up. Look at that. She's like, you can see the muscle. She's holding it closed.
Yeah. Dude, and the way that they're talking in this video, it reminds me so much of like the way Keffels was talking when the swatting stuff came up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's the same. It's the same.
It's
like,
the same, like, just flat tone, no sense of urgency or fear whatsoever. It's just like,
Mom, I
yeah,
want to
guys, this is
report
what
to you
happens.
that I want to report to you that my brother stole the cookies that you told us not to eat. I tried to stop him, but I couldn't. I'm sorry, Mom. With crumbs down the side of her mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
This is
Mom, I don't know what
Antifa,
happened. I
terrorism.
really
wait, shh,
tried to stop it. But...
Shut up. The victims of your oppression are speaking right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me sit my white ass
This
down.
is Antifa, terrorism, violence. From the Cal Anderson attack in Seattle from June 24th. This is what my eye looks like after being kicked in the face multiple times.
Oh, it's open again.
Yep.
We were maced. I was maced to death.
There's a little bit of swelling there. A little bit of swelling in the corner. It's possible. Wait, she was maced to death?
Yeah.
She got better, apparently.
Maced. I was maced
Yep.
to death. I sustained just injuries all around. I am, however, okay. And
Although I think her face is just asymmetrical. I don't think it's actually swelling. I could be wrong, but
It looks asymmetrical because there's like a dark line underneath one of the eyes now.
that's
you
true.
know?
That's true.
in a safe location. And my phone was stolen. So for anybody that wants,
No veins in her eyes, nothing bloodshot. You know, I've been punched in the face before, and it left me with bloodshot eyes for like a week.
Yeah,
Just
and this
saying.
person's claiming to be kicked in the face. It's like, dude, if you were to like seriously
Kicked in the face,
in the
you'd be concussed. You'd be severely concussed.
yeah, you'd be in the hospital. Like that's a serious thing.
Yeah.
And you can even kind of see the way they were kicked in like one of the videos, and it's like I don't think it was even at their face. You know.
People who've never been in a physical altercation don't realize, like, A, how incredibly lame and embarrassing it is, and B, how much damage it nonetheless actually does.
Yeah.
Like you can have like a small little scuffle with somebody and you will feel it for years. Just because
it's
you're
not like action heroes.
No, you're not actually biologically designed to smash your soft tissue into someone else's bones.
Right.
Anywho.
let's try to get a hold of me. You can't get a
No,
hold of me.
100%. And it's just like there's so many things that don't add up.
Oh, hang on. So the problem
with the
says you can
story.
see in the dead domain video, Yesh just kind of looks like that. Well, maybe we should take a look. Maybe we should take a little look-see. What's her name again? Is that the lawyer one?
Pissed off lawyer. Yeah.
Dead domain, pissed off lawyer. inside a lawyer's terminally online journey from trans activist to TERF. Oh, hang on, that's not the interview.
It's a good video too.
Is it? I don't dislike Dead to Me. I've never really enjoyed her videos very much. Can I close this?
Because I no longer.
I think they missed the mark a little bit on some of the analysis with Piss Off Lawyer, but I think they did a good job for.
I'm sure she did.
the
I just
process.
generally don't find the analysis very engaging. Let's see here.
That's fair.
Giant backlash. It's essentially what was her aim. But don't get me wrong, I'm not stupid, so I know like
Yeah, he goes by he. His left brow is just like he's just got some asymmetry there. It goes like the skin goes more in front of the left eye socket than on the right side.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
As a fellow asymmetric person, this is a thing I notice.
Fair enough.
So you can get a better shot. It's hard to say because the light's asymmetrical too. Oh, here we go. This is a better shot. I think this one's mirrored. Yeah, you see how there's the same shadow there? I think this.
Yeah.
I think this is mirrored.
It could be.
So.
But notice like the similar furrowing of the eyebrows. I feel like if I again, I have not been punched in the face before, so maybe if
really hard to
maybe
say.
you can tell me. Right.
Look,
like,
I'm gonna be real with you. Like possible. I'm not gonna say it's possible.
Mhm.
It looks really fucking fake. I'm sorry. It does not look real.
It does. Yeah. No. It's still very
Cell phone was
suspicious.
stolen. My pants were ripped apart. They ripped out the ass of it and took the
They stole his butt.
pants, or took the phone. Having said that, this is serious.
He took my ship, my crew, and my butt.
Violence in the trans community needs to be addressed, and
I'm gonna send
I
you
would
this.
know
Don't play
from
it.
being-
Don't play the volume because he says a slur. But you can see he's trying to do a performance, or she's trying to do a performance of like wiping the bruise off. You may also notice the bruise has slightly changed shape.
In this clip.
The one that I just sent you.
Oh, is there another one?
Yeah, I just DM'd.
Oh, and
it
there's
to
a slurry. Okay, I'm gonna mute us for a second just while I post
you.
it.
Yeah. It's another reason why they're very, very funny to laugh
Okay,
at.
hang on. So there's a slur in this one. Can I?
It's just it's a T slur towards the end, but
That's fine. I'm not gonna listen to the audio. I just want to see the wiping.
yeah.
That's a sentence. I just want to see the wiping. Is it just me or has it spread downwards?
It has. That's the thing.
You should get that checked
Now,
out,
again-
buddy. I think you caught something from them. All right. Oh, we're gonna prove it. We're gonna prove it. We gotta.
I noticed they kind of go towards
It
the
is mirrored.
eyebrow.
This one's mirrored. These videos
Yeah.
are mirrored. Okay, that makes sense. Why is there glitter on it? Hang on. Weird. What a weird person.
Yeah. And also, I don't know if you're like punched in the face, would that not hurt to like even on your eyebrow, would it not hurt to like rub that part of your
Well, maybe not excruciatingly. Like it depends.
Fair.
Like around your eye, probably be pretty sensitive. If you've ever had like a bruise right here, that is not a fun time. Because it gets really.
I mean, I
tender.
did once. Have you ever had those lightsabers like you can press the button and they retract? I did actually poke myself in the
So
eye.
me
with
and
one
my
of those
partner,
ones, like, it
when
hit
we
me in the
were
face.
me and my partner, we were in high school. We had these fake swords made out of bamboo that was taped together. Okay, and
Yeah.
I fenced, so I was, I was doing that thing, and he just
Nice.
goes, just smashes it into my eye socket. He's just like, "Thank you," and that left like a massive bruise right here,
Right.
unintentionally, but I guess
Probably
he
deserved it.
thought I would parry it or something. He's so
That's
cool.
funny, though.
He could block anything. Like, they don't do that in fencing, actually. Anyways, so
Yeah. So since then, they've just been the milking of this has been crazy to watch. They've been getting a lot of pushback on social media about it.
But also, as I was going to say, though, it's also possible that you can have, like, an injury and the bruise will linger for a very long time. Long past there's any actual injury, because the blood will still be trapped under the skin. So you'll have, like, markings for a little while. And you'll notice this, like, if you ever, like, pinch your skin somewhere and you get a welt, it may last for a very long time, that discoloration. So...
Right.
So it's possible. That just looks really fake. It's also weird that she's going so hard into trying to prove it's not fake, because I would just go like, no, it's real. Fuck off. You just wouldn't attempt to prove it. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of just the overall, like, narrative that they're trying to push with this is I think it's, like, incredibly exaggerated. Even if you can't demonstrate intent, which I don't think is, like, necessary, the fact that they are they could have very easily avoided the situation or taken steps to de-escalate or avoid the situation, they chose not to, and then whether on purpose or out of convenience, they decided to run with it and do a media thing afterwards, and it's not going to work because they kind of really dumb people.
I had to go into that PD yesterday to follow up on a police report. I want this as an attempted murder. Okay. I highly doubt anything will be done, though, because the failed liberal policies of Seattle. Man.
I don't know how you fumble the bag like this on a D-Trans grift in 2026.
Well, it's like, just go to a regular protest event, be a detransitioner, have somebody actually attack you, and then say, look, we were peacefully counter-protesting, and these guys, they couldn't help themselves. They attacked us. There you go. Easy peasy. They don't need to be targeting you. You just need to be the victim.
Exactly.
So, further, it is quite odd for a police officer to express concern for such a specific scenario. What is this? Okay, and so long story short, okay, what is this? Hang on. Here's a video that Brandy Cruz posted. We note that it is missing the seconds in which the altercation began. Just watching just this video, when we think there was only one altercation instead of two. None of these videos shows any of the three individuals saying the word detransition to anyone. Let's see.
Come on, let's go.
Let's go.
That's what happens.
Hey, fucking there.
Give me my fucking hat, you fucking scumbag. Give me my fucking hat. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me alone. Hey, you need to stop. You need to stop, sir. You people need to stop. Right now. You need to stop. You need to fucking stop, sir. You need to fucking stop.
Fucking know that. Her name.
Huh?
Her name.
Isn't that the IKEA shark?
What's her name?
Bonfire.
Didn't we just see this? Oh, I see. This is the whole Brandon Cruz video. So we saw that. Saw that. Okay, so they don't show the context. All right, so long story short, bunch of weirdos.
Yeah.
Bunch of weirdos are really, really desperate for attention. And some person from the distancemag.com who desperately wants to be, I don't know, some kind of like true crime reporter or a lawyer or something is writing about it.
Pretty much.
Okay. This is what Malcolm wanted you to talk about?
Yeah, I kind of told him like I couldn't do it because I low-key wanted to do content about it instead.
That's fair.
Sorry, Malcolm.
That's fair.
It's been like fun to watch just because like I have like some connection to these people and I genuinely
you said you
dislike them.
talked to these people.
Yeah, so
When?
a while back, like
Yeah.
a while back, I had like I had my own things with like gender or whatnot whatsoever, and Hendrix was going through like a similar-ish thing to me where he had tweeted a few things where I was like I somewhat relate to what he's saying. It was basically something about like transitioning won't let you escape misogyny, blah blah blah. So I was like, to my own detriment, I am open-minded to a lot of people. I think most people have inherent worth, even if they just teach you a lesson and they don't actually provide any positive value to your life. So I thought, okay, I reach out, get to know these people, and just see what's up. And Hendrix is like very impersonable. Like I was not able to really have a conversation with them ever. It felt like they didn't have any interest in talking to me. Lita, his or her wife, was very friendly to me until she found out that I was not going to stop taking testosterone, so she stopped talking to me. And I was in Ari's Discord for a while, and yeah, they just have like crash outs like on the regular about like other trans people and stuff like that, talking like crazy shit, like being like talking about how they want to be violent towards other people, etc. I was just like deeply unwell people, and so I was like, yeah, I need to get the fuck out of here as soon as I can. This is a terrible environment to be in.
Amazing.
But, yeah, and then soon after that, they there was a whole other falling out between the three of them. I guess they made up, and yeah, I'm glad I stopped talking to them all.
Well, thank you for sharing this with us. Are you going to be covering this on your channel then?
Possibly. I've considered putting together a video, just kind of going through the sequence of events, but I'll need time for that.
Fair.
Yep.
All right. By the way,
Alrighty.
great job on the thumbnail. It looks actually so much better than the previous one and the recommends. So colorful.
Which one?
The new the new thumbnail here.
Streamed. Yeah, I love it. It's been. I put it on the Twitter as well. Like it looks really fucking good now.
It looks really good. Yeah, check this
So
out by the way.
official looking.
So official looking. I don't know about that, but it looks. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks really freaking good. Pops more. Looks a little less gray.
Yeah, more color.
Yeah.
The squid is a great addition, I think.
Yeah, the squid does balance it out. All right, I got another call to take. Get out of here. Thanks for coming
Alrighty.
on. Ciao.
See you guys. Bye-bye.
Hey, by the way, when's my essay going to be done? Damn it, he got away. All right. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Okay, that's pretty hot. I like that. Hot's not exactly the word, but that is a nice banner. I should put that on the Patreon. I should put that on the YouTube as well. Hey, give me a copy of that. There we go. All right. Next call. You ready? Better be. Oh boy. Hello. You're muted, by the way. You're still muted, by the way. Have you checked your push to talk? Maybe that's it. 1 sec. All right, very well. Very well. In the meantime, we'll switch to over here. And we'll pop this out. Let's see, virtual camera. Oh, that doesn't really work. Where'd it go? Where'd all my stuff go? What is this?
All right, there we go. Now I figured it out.
Okay, cool. All right. What is your major malfunction? What can I do for you?
All right. So I guess we're just jumping straight into it.
Well, you don't have to. We can say hi first. That's fine.
All right. Well, hello. Well, hello. Hello to everybody and hello to chat.
Say hi, chat.
Yeah, you better say hi back.
First of all, introduce
Or I'll
yourself, your
cry.
pronouns, etc., etc.
Yeah, I'm Ash Kitty. I go by they, them pronouns.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm also on YouTube, by the way. I'm trying to do regular streams for where I do philosophy readings and whatnot. So if that's your bread and butter, then probably a nice thing to put on in the background.
Cool.
So yeah, I messaged you privately about like the whole like Alec Gunter shit.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be a dick. I actually forget the particulars. Do you want to refresh us on what the issue is specifically?
Yeah, I think basically you and Alec had a disagreement over like the video that Alec was in with the 9 other content creators that Cirrus did, which I'm gonna say right off the bat, my purpose in this call is not to defend Alec's character or to defend his content or whatever. Alec's a big boy; he can do that if he wants to on his own time.
I don't know about that, but okay.
Yeah. But yeah. Basically, what I think there is I think there's more like a misread of intentions from like what. Based off of like the recent video that was put out, where I think I don't know, the thumbnail for it is basically like, let me pull it up. Real quick.
I don't do the thumbnails.
Yeah, the thumbnail is, I know the thumbnail basically, the one with like Alec's face on it and the word grifter, that one.
Oh, I mean, I would endorse that one, but I didn't make it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So, if I can like. Just get a basic like if I could just basically get like why you think Alec's a grifter.
Because when I talked to him about his Jubilee performance and I asked him why he went into a conversation of that type without any preparation, he said it's because he wanted to be a big streamer like Vosh. Or something to that effect. It was actually kind of weird, actually. I was kind of taken aback. It's like, right, you're not even gonna try to conceal it, you're just gonna come out and be like, oh yeah, I just want to get internet famous. That's what this is about. Okay. He kind of just came out and said it. Yeah.
I mean, my read of it, and this is more from like interactions that I've had like not personally, but in like other servers and whatnot with Alec. That's I don't know. The general read that I get from Alec isn't somebody who's like intentionally trying to play the YouTube game to grift, but more so somebody who's like. This is gonna sound kind of mean when I say it, but he strikes me more as like more naive than like anything.
You're saying he's too dumb to grift.
Now you're making it sound mean, Sunday. Come on.
Well, what do you mean? Elaborate. How is he too naive?
I mean, the way that I assess things is basically like. From what I've seen, Alex seems like somebody who genuinely holds the positions that they hold, who genuinely makes the arguments that they make from a genuine place, but who strikes me as like, again, naive. Somebody who aspires to be somebody like Vosh and somebody like Actual Jake because they like them and
that's a mean-spirited thing to say. He aspires to be like Actual Jake. Oof. Ooh, that is an unkind sentence.
I mean,
Do
he
you want
did.
to walk that back
I mean,
a
he
little
did
bit?
say to you. I mean, he did say to you that he considered himself more of an actual Jake clone than a Vosh clone.
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he? I must have blanked it out.
Yeah.
Oof.
I mean, like, knowing you, were probably running on like 5 hours of sleep in that conversation.
That's every conversation. It's okay. I make no
but-
complaints. I just make explanations.
Yeah, but there's
Excuses.
a certain
Make no
naivete
excuses
that I.
there.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So here's
there's,
the
like,
thing. Here's the thing. When you say why you're doing something, and the why that you give is that you want to be famous and successful like this other person, and you are talking about something that affects other people's lives, and you are allowing yourself to stand as a living straw man of a position that other people are actually fighting really hard to defend. That you're saying you're a grifter. I'm sorry, you're just saying you're a grifter. And it'd be one thing to say you're a grifter because you just want to make shitty movie reviews, or you're just trying to make like the lowest common denominator, like a YouTube skit or whatever, and you're just there for the money and you're an artistic hack. You know, that'd be annoying and culturally destructive in some weird pretentious sense maybe, but you wouldn't be, undermining other people, trying to convince people not to defend cops murdering people or racism or whatever. You know what I mean? Like there's stakes there, and maybe the stakes aren't particularly high, but it's like it's not good, and I don't think it's good to be normalized
one
either.
second,
Like
my
I think
sister's
okay. Am I fighting your sister now? Uh-oh, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, no worries, but
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't watched like the first convo that you had with Alec, but sorry, my sister. Anyways, I haven't watched like in full the first convo that you did with Alec. I think there's like an archive of it somewhere, so I'll probably watch it on my own time.
I can probably get it for you if you want it. I don't know if it's archived anywhere. It's saved, like it's on my old channel still, but it's all privated.
Yeah, probably. But the basic read but if I were to give like the charitable read of it, it'd probably be like, it'd probably be less like, I want to make money like this one big streamer. It'd probably be more like, I really like this one streamer and I really want to be just like them. So I'm going to go onto Jubilee and I'm going to do this thing so that I can be like, so that I could be more like Vosh.
Okay, here's the problem though. The premise of that conversation was that he went on without any preparation, so he's going to perform the conversation competently. So if he wanted to be like Vosh, either he means his riches or he means his incompetence. And between the two of them, I rather suspect that Alec does not envy Vosh's stupidity. I think he envies his social status and his money.
Well, I mean, I was. This is going to be embarrassing to say, but I was somebody who wanted to be like Vosh one day. I wanted to be like a debate streamer who did like.
Sure. And why did you want to be that?
Because I thought it'd be fun.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. More recently, I've come to like hate Vosh and his entire project. But that's kind of besides the point. The point being that I don't think that.
Did you realize debating in front of a
inspiring
live audience is very hard, and that it's very hard to do honestly, and that if
pretty much,
yeah,
I mean, kind of. It's that and the fact that I'm not really a good speaker. So
I think you're a fine speaker. I think your main weakness so far is not your ability to speak. I think generally speaking, every interaction we've had a couple and they've been pleasant. Every interaction we've had, your main problem has been that I think you tend to come to arguments not as well armed as you think you are. And I think it really comes down to just not like you just need to put a bit more work into the prep. And a little bit more work into like anticipating like possible objections to what you're going to say, and maybe spend a bit more time. And you're what, like in your 20s?
Yeah, I'm like 21.
Yeah, so you're basically a kid, so don't stress about it. Like, just spend some more time reading stuff and talking to people and learning about stuff, and just develop a knowledge base around things so you can talk without having to bullshit about stuff. And that's a superpower. If you can do that, then Like you'll be fine, because you can. There's nothing wrong with like having trouble speaking in public, and you seem to speak fine in public. You can have a stutter, you can have a speech impediment, you can be nervous and so on. If you know your stuff and you're able to push through to actually get the words out, like someone who's got a very timid voice and a stutter can actually perform very powerfully. You know, provided they're not being shouted over and like just being bullied or whatever. Like there's some minimal level of like decorum in the conversation, in which case you have to choose your battles like wisely. But I think your main issue is just you're just coming into these conversations just not fully equipped, you know, not in terms of intelligence, just in terms of like you haven't assembled your tool set yet, and you haven't really thought hard enough about the ways in which somebody else could either respond to you or disarm you. That's all. But I think your speaking is fine.
Yeah, I guess that's something I'll take on the chin.
What are you taking on the chin?
I don't know, the fact that I don't really do much prep whenever I do conversations. I'm more so kind of wing it.
Do you?
I mean, for this particular conversation, I did watch like the covers that you did on Gunter, and particularly the video that he did was the Cirrus video that he did. And look, here's something I'll meet you halfway on. The argument that Alec did was not the best. In particular because it, as you said in the debate that the quote unquote debate that you did with Alec, it is something that is based on a linguistic determinism. One that if we were to follow down the line of logic, says that, and this is the Vosh argument, that if you are a man, then it excludes you from being a woman by dint of you being a man, which like, I don't know, excludes like people who are bigender, pangender, or whatnot.
Bigender, for gender, of gender.
Indeed.
I didn't follow any of that, but here's the thing. You will do fine. Just hit the books a little bit and give yourself a bit more prep time than just, I watched the thing and now I trust that it's swimming around in my head. Go through it with a pen and write down timestamps, write down what statements are made, and then spend some time writing out your responses. That's not a waste of your time, because once you've done so, you will have internalized how you respond to that kind of thing, and you'll just have that forever. You'll respond to somebody else who will say something similar. You'll be able to draw upon that and just tweak it a little bit.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from.
You keep these things, and like you start early, you'll have a lot more in 5 years from now. Like 5 years is a long time. 5 years is when some people start their PhDs. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Also with regards to like one specific point that you did about Alec, you have like witness testimony. He did not use ChatGPT for the thing.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I was actually there on the stream where he recorded his response to King Critical. He actually like took notes and whatnot.
Okay. Well, hang on. I like what do you mean? I'm just curious. I don't care. Like if he used ChatGPT, that would stand as an explanation for why he had no idea about the subject matter, because he was relying on this for the form of his argument. Okay, let's set that aside. If he didn't rely on ChatGPT, that means he just wrote something really bad. So
pretty much
choose your poison, honestly.
See, what I think happened with like the Cirrus thing is that he was reached out to. He saw that there was an opportunity to like make a video with content creators that he was friends with, and he thought, this is like a good opportunity for me to like do something social with my content creator friends, basically. And this is and I'm probably being more charitable than maybe I should be, but that's my basic read of it. I don't think he did it for like any opportunistic reasons. Like there's realistically no money in like going after King Critical.
What do you mean? Why wouldn't there be?
I mean, because King Critical's kind of a nobody. He's been doing the same shtick for like a decade
Well,
now,
that doesn't mean
or like
that doesn't mean
a
there's no
little
money in
bit
it.
under a decade.
That doesn't mean there's no money in it. There are tons of people have made lots of money off of who themselves are nobodies. Remember Xena and Poppy?
Oh yeah.
Xena and Poppy were nobodies. There are videos out there with 1 million views about them. There's money there.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also money at a softer level where it's like, oh, you've got a bunch of these other creators, some of whom are very big, and I'm appearing in a video with them. That means all of their fans are going to see me. They're going to wonder, who's that handsome devil with the beanie? They're going to click on my channel and oh boy, I'm going to be rolling in it. I'm going to have so much attention. Like that's largely how small creators make it these days. Is they network with larger ones.
But like on that point, I would say that like to Alex's credit, he at least did have he did at least go through the effort of watching the segment that he was supposed to watch, take notes in and whatnot. Like
at
one
least
person who I will say
at least he showed up.
Maybe, yeah, but like I will say though, I did like skim through the video a little bit, the original Cirrus video, and I will say that there are creators on there who did like have I don't want to say a worse response than Alec, but
I'm not really, to be honest with you. I think
like,
there was a lazier response in I don't even remember actual Jake's, just that it was bad. And
I will say that Luxander probably had a lazier response too, by dint of them like basically admitting that they didn't even watch the video, they just like downloaded the transcript and just read off of it.
Well, that's fine. I would worry less about them like responding to the transcript than doing whatever Alec thought he was doing, because like Alec knew less than nothing. He actually affirmed basically the idea that trans identities are trivial and like that people who are not, for example, given this notion of, hey, did you know that you can be trans, just wouldn't be trans, because you need to have a self-conception of it, which means he basically just defended a social contagion position, right?
Yeah, and again, it is.
And it's like, here's the thing.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Here's the thing. It is inconceivable that someone who takes an interest in debating on behalf of trans issues as a career choice, having done any research whatsoever, including into the person he's responding to, would not know of any of the argumentation around trans identities, around non-binary identities, criticisms of, cis heteronormativity, so on and so forth, and would not know, for example, the name of someone like Judith Butler. There is a reason why King Critical refers to Judith Butler's gender trouble as the Bible of trans ideology. It's not, but it's because it is extraordinarily well known. It's like, imagine, if you will, someone debating with atheists online as a Christian apologist in 2018 and having never heard of the God delusion. Not having never heard of Richard Dawkins. Like, basically inconceivable unless you literally have zero interest in it and are just showing up to the debate to get the clicks. And Alec is showing up to the debate to get the clicks, and he doesn't give a shit if he does a good job. He doesn't care if he learns anything. So the entire thing is just like, it's taking all this energy that a few people are putting into that for some reason. For some reason they have faith in this guy, and just throwing it off a cliff. Just, oh, thank you for all the support. I'm going to go take a nap now. Remember to like and subscribe, Patreon linked in the description. I don't like that. I find that gross.
I mean, to the Judith Butler point, like, I wouldn't necessarily fault somebody for debating the trans issue and not knowing much about Judith Butler, just as much as, like, I don't know.
No.
I mean, just as much as, like, I wouldn't fault somebody who was debating, like, for capitalism and didn't know, like, a single word out of the Communist Manifesto.
But what if they didn't know the name of Marx? What if you had somebody who's debating for or against communism and they'd never heard of Marx?
That'd be a different story then.
Yes, it would be. So what if I told you that not only did Alec Gunter not understand any of Butler, which is more understandable, he didn't know that Butler existed?
Part of me wants to still say that I wouldn't fault him for that, but
why?
another part of me
Why?
probably.
Here's a question for
I
you.
don't know,
Would
because
you fault me for that?
I mean, yeah, and under the
Why?
context that you're somebody you're somebody who kind of has a reputation for being well read on most of these issues.
But this isn't a matter of being well read. This is a matter of like even being aware of people who figure into virtually every discussion about this topic that reaches anywhere near the mainstream. Like these are the biggest statements on this topic that you will find. Not the best, not the most accurate, not the most philosophically robust, the most popular, the most well known. It is like saying it's like going into a debate as a debater in front of a big audience, debating capitalism and socialism in 2026, and someone saying, "So what did you think of Marx's account of how capital turns every single object into a fungible token that can be exchanged with anything else, thereby reducing everything to a common substratum?" They're like, "Who the fuck is Marx?" That's a little strange, right? Like you would raise your eyebrow. If I did that, you'd be like, "Is he having a stroke?"
I mean, yeah, but like, I don't know. In terms of like broader queer discourse, it's like I don't really see, and this is more like anecdotal stuff than anything. I don't really see Butler's name come up outside of like discussing the philosophy of gender.
Well, I mean, he was discussing the philosophy of gender. That was the topic. That was indeed the topic. And by the way, King Critical has multiple videos on Butler for that reason. This is what comes up. Right? Like that's
Again,
so who's
again,
he?
I kind of
like
like,
it just like you're just left with like he doesn't know who the conversation is about. He doesn't know who any of the players in the conversation up to this point are, and he doesn't know who the person he's responding to is. So he basically knows nothing. And I gotta say, like when you say, he made his answer with his chat as opposed to ChatGPT, it just sounds like he used his chat as ChatGPT. He just had people in his chat just generate his answers for him. And otherwise he had no idea.
He didn't like get answers. He didn't like get answers from chat. He like actually thought of the answers himself. Which I don't know for you that makes it better or worse, but
you know what? I don't know either. I don't know either.
But yeah. Shit. I don't really know what other points I want to go down. I think I've kind of exhausted everything.
No worries.
Yeah. I still think that there's like a misread of intent there, but I don't know.
I mean, I don't need to assign intent. I just need to know he didn't have any intention to do better. And to that extent, he didn't care if he did badly. He didn't care if he did badly at trans people's expense or other people who have argued about this stuff at their expense. Just didn't care. So one of the reasons why I have an issue with this is that these people will go out, make asses of themselves, and then everybody else will be able to point and go like, look how stupid the lefties and the pro-trans people are. They don't know anything. Losers. Meanwhile, there are actually a bunch of people who do know what they're talking about. But he got there first and he scorched the earth. So it's over. Right?
Yeah, it's an irresponsibility that I would tie more so to naivety than I would to
you don't have the right to be naive when you do this as your job. When you were doing advocacy for money, you don't have the right to be incompetent and naive, especially not in a way that would have been ameliorated, that would have been solved actually simply by taking a couple hours of your life. and reading a Wikipedia article. That's as far as he didn't go. That's as far as he didn't go. That's the level we're operating at here. It was not worth it to him to go to ChatGPT. Let me flip this around. It was not worth it to him to go to ChatGPT and go like, hey, what are some good arguments? What are some good arguments for the validity of trans identities? Boom. He might have come across Judith Butler's recent book, Who's Afraid of Gender, perhaps. Who knows? But he doesn't, because he didn't care. He was so disinterested in that topic, he just wanted to show up in a video with a bunch of other creators. Because that's the business. That's all.
Again, this feels to me like more of like an assumption of intent than it is like a statement of what is to me.
If only saying it would make it so.
Yeah. But I don't know. Like maybe I'm just being more charitable than I ought to be to Gunter. I do want to see people get better at stuff. Gunter's like
I think your
still
problem
itty-bitty.
I think your problem is that we're running into what we were talking about earlier, which is you come to the point in the conversation where you're disarmed, but you're still invested in a particular read. And the problem is that when you get to that point, and you're not like, you don't have like a prepared response to when you get stumped, or you don't have like any more, ammo in your, what do you call it, in your belt or whatever. Now you're just stuck. Well, I'm talking around you, and I still have stuff that I could bring out, and you're just stuck, just like, well, I still kind of believe, and you're articulating your default stance, or the stance you're defaulting to, and all I'm hearing and all that's coming out is like, oh, you got no cards left, and there's no end to this poker game, so we're just gonna keep winning hand after hand after hand, and you just have the same one sad card there on the table that's not changing, and this is why you need to like really prep in advance, because I'm not going to be an asshole about it, but like other people will, and they will just use this opportunity to start clowning on you. And I think you're a smart guy. I shouldn't say guy. My apologies. Said they. You're a smart individual, and I think you, I think you have an interest in these topics. I think you have the ability to do very well. But you just got to do some of the legwork. And I think if you do that, you'll actually be really good. It's because I don't think there's anything stopping you from doing a good job at this. You just got to like spend a little bit more time, just like watch other people, how they debate too, like learn tools, right? And figure out like what kinds of things people like, pay very close attention, even if you hate the people involved, pay very close attention to what happens when they manage to turn the conversation to their favor, or they manage to beat the other person, like in terms of tempo, while not sounding like they're interrupting, because that's a skill. Being able to gish gallop while sounding like it's justified. That's really hard.
Yeah.
You have to have like a good aesthetic sense for that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a thing I was intending to do with like on like YouTube, where I was going to like go on my computer, just watch old debates and just analyze them. But unfortunately, my computer's shit, so I have to use my iPad to stream. I mean, there's nothing stopping me from doing that on my own time. It's just I don't know. I'd rather just do it on like a live stream format.
Well, you don't need to do it as a performance. What you could do, if you want to make a product doing it, what you could do is do a post-mortem as a pre-edited video. Don't stream it, like review it, right? In fact, it's probably a better idea if you want to like grow a viewership anyways, because now there's like a thing there that actually represents who you are.
Yeah. Probably. I don't really know what other points I have.
That's
to
okay.
make.
I'm at the end of my rope too. I got to go to the next thing. But hey, it's been fun.
Yeah, no worries. It's been good. It's a pleasant conversation.
Good attempts.
Yeah.
Alec Gunter still sucks.
No.
Have a good night. I gave you the last word last time.
One.
I'm not being nice anymore. Good night. Bye.
All right. Okay, bye.
See ya. Gotta open a window. It's gotten hot in here. It was cool all day. All right. Oh, there's an Asmongold clip on the Odyssey film. Yeah, why not? Why not? I didn't go over this last time. So this video is called Holy Effing Shit by a man who lives among insects and rats and human filth and wipes his bloody gums on the walls. And, yeah. Here we go. Hold on to your butts.
And Odyssey is going giga viral again. What is this here? New look. Lupita Nyong'o. I think that's how to say her name. I have no idea. On the
Clytemnestra? That's Clytemnestra. I thought that was Helen.
Discourse. It's a mythological story. I'm supportive of Chris's vision with.
Hang on. What's the issue exactly besides she's black? Casting the Odyssey. Clytemnestra is Agamemnon's wife. I'm not even sure why Clytemnestra would be in the Odyssey. What? No, she's playing Helen of Troy. Okay. I love this, by the way. Who's Charlize Theron playing? Weird.
It, the version I'm telling, cast is representative of the world. I'm not spending my time thinking of a defense. The criticism will exist whether I engage with it or not. I think the reality is that, you know, even if it's a mythological story, you're going to expect that a story inside of a Greek European mythology is going to be a white cast. I mean,
well, not necessarily. No. You would expect a good cast. It depends on what the film is going for. Is it going for a depiction of a poem, or is it trying to represent a time period? And judging by the fact that the armor looks like Batman, I'm going to assume that the Odyssey is not going for ethnographic accuracy. It's going for style, and it's playing it up as a play, as a movie, what have you. It is not trying to it's not trying to accurately represent the ethnicities of the people there. I think it's kind of obvious.
I mean, you could say that Greek people are more tan, etc. What do you think would happen if there were people from Wakanda, for example, in the new Black Panther, that are white? Like, people wouldn't think that makes sense at all.
I mean, it kind of, realistically, given the time period and given, like, the nature of their economy, it kind of should, actually. It's a weird racial power fantasy that is made by white people, which is what's weird about Black Panther.
There is a lot of, like, willful dishonesty here with this, that everybody kind of knows what's happening here. A new look as Zendaya as Athena. This is really not very good. Oh, it's not looking good. The Odyssey official trailer on...
What? What is the issue? Hang on, what's the issue with Zendaya?
This is really not very good. Oh, it's not...
Why? Do you object? Is this... Did you learn that dress is inaccurate from your degree in classics, Asmongold?
Not looking good. The Odyssey official trailer on YouTube now has become the most disliked movie trailer in Christopher Nolan's career. Oh,
likes are still engagement, dude.
My God. 126,000 dislikes.
Yeah, it's almost like you have a bunch of insecure Nazis who are clicking on stuff. Or not necessarily Nazis, sometimes little baby pre-Nazis, because these are people for whom they have no identity, no actual attachment to culture, except where some guy on YouTube has told them, this is an attack on your identity and your society. Look at that blue-haired fat person, isn't that horrible? And that now possesses you for the rest of your life, and you just seethe on your phone every single night till 3 a.m. just looking at, oh, those women. Oh, those wokies. Oh, those liberals. Other words I can't see on YouTube.
So let's read some of the comments. The only good thing about this trailer is the comments section. The Odd City by Homer Simpson.
That says The Audacity by Homer Simpson, you illiterate carrot.
And let's go, cried Odysseus. For real, replied his crew.
Let's go!
I'm surprised Pedro Pascal is not in the movie. This is
You know what? Me too, actually.
Such a brazen and intentional mistranslation of the text. Emily Watson complete.
What? Wait, what? Wait, we're talking about the text now. Why are we talking about the text?
Was not in the movie. This is such a
That's the book. That's the thing made of paper. Don't wipe your bloody gums on it, Asmongold. That's the thing made of paper. That's not the movie. Why are we looking at the movie now? You don't read. This is such a brazen, intentional mistranslation of the text that if class is sitting integrity, they would hound Emily Wilson out of academia. Which one? The day the Greeks marched off to Troy, their minds fixated on the war and violence, they made my face the cause that hounded them. No, this has to do with the dog-face thing. Helen calls herself dog-faced. A lot of other translators have translated that as, oh, bitch. Which is not accurate. That connotation is not in the text.
brazen and intentional mistranslation of the text. Emily Watson completely changed the meaning of a keyword in the Odyssey to make it seem like Helen of Troy didn't blame herself for starting the Trojan War.
She didn't blame herself for starting the Trojan War. What do you mean the text makes it clear that she did? You're not referring... Literally called a Roman helmet guy. You're not referring to the Greek dude. You just have dog-faced.
When in fact, the text makes it clear that she did.
This is the translation.
Dog-faced means like shameless. Right? Or brazen. And the... It's like... It doesn't mean bitch. People translated it as bitch. It's a different meaning. Look. It's like there is debate about whether or not the Iliad and the Odyssey are even written by the same person. There is debate about whether the Odyssey that we have received is not in fact a compilation of other texts that have incorporated different things. Like, for example, those that are hostile and less hostile to Helen. Helen is typically not treated as responsible in the Iliad. Helen speaks in the presence of Menelaus, which is important, in a way that casts her negatively. This does not mean that she accepts responsibility, because there isn't a notion of justice in Homer. This is very important. There are no moral scales in Homer's Odyssey. So when you say, like, oh, she is blameworthy, oh, like, and so on and so forth, they wouldn't have an understanding of this. They wouldn't she would not be dogged, so to speak, by guilt in this way, because she wasn't actually. It's like,
Nolan is using as the basis for his film.
Whenever you're going into existing stories, changing the narratives, literally changing the words, and then using them to...
Why does he talk like that? Why does he enunciate? Literally changing the words. Why is he like this? Asmongold, why are you like this? That's probably a tick caused from all of the mold you're living with. You probably should get that checked out. It's actually not very normal for people to be constantly doing this all the time. Okay? That's not normal, actually, Asmongold. And I'm just saying, you live with a lot of bugs in your room.
Push an ideology. So let's look at this.
Push what ideology? A translator? They've translators as well.
translator always makes choices, so this is her explaining why she did it.
All translations are composed of words that are 100% different from those of the original. I've certainly been shocked to realize how much there are visible misogynies.
What the?
He's just drinking Coca-Cola because he can't drink water. It's not sugary enough for him.
Those of the original. I've certainly been shocked to realize how much there are visible misogynies.
What the?
What the fuck? There are visible misogynies in the Odyssey?
Those of the original. I've certainly been shocked to realize how much there are visible misogynies.
What the fuck did you expect? If you...
She translated Odysseus hanging his female slaves, sir. She knows. Don't worry. This is this person's like not sentient, right? Like he's not. There are no lights inside. There's no lights in there. There isn't anything looking like there's nothing in there, right? Like there can't be.
You have a problem with misogyny. Being a translator for classic reading shouldn't be your job.
He is so dumb. I feel dumb saying that because like everybody knows Asmongold is so dumb. That's got to be weird, doesn't it? Hasn't it? That has to be weird. That has to be weird knowing that like your profile is known accurately by millions and millions of people, and they have accurately judged you to be one of the most disgusting, stupid humans on Earth. And they're correct, and you know they're correct. And you have no way out. There is nothing you can do to repair that. And no matter what you do, no matter how much money you gain, no matter what, you will be, if you are remembered at all, as a stain on your culture forever. That's gotta be weird. You don't even have the luxury of disappearing, of anonymity. It's like, that's just you. That's just you written in stone for aeons.
Several translators use the word sluts, when in the Greek there are no terms of abuse. They're just called the female people who slept with the suitors.
Yeah, they're sluts. Well, wait a
I'm sorry. That should be funny. Oh. Okay.
Wait a minute. They're not sluts. They're just doing what... So this is like saying that, like, well, we replace the word thieves with people that stole things out of the store with...
They were slaves, you cunt. They were fucking slaves. Do you know how many women Odysseus slept with away from Penelope? They were slaves. Future archaeologists are going to have a field day when they dig up his videos. Just like... yeah, they were sluts. Yeah. Oh, man. America just produces, like, the worst human detritus on Earth. It's phenomenal.
Without paying money. Oh! Well, that makes a lot more sense.
No, a translator always makes choices. Everybody makes choices. And the translators of 100 years from now will also be making choices.
Yep, and hopefully by that time they're gonna erase all this bullshit you're inventing. I think...
You look like Bugs Bunny as an STD.
That the goal in a translation should be to translate the intent of the language and to translate the meaning of the writing. The goal should not be making the media that you're translating more coherent for modern sensibilities. That should not be the goal. Let's look at how actual Greeks...
Okay, but the Helen called it doesn't mean a wretched bitch. You know how you know it doesn't mean a wretched bitch? It doesn't have the words wretched or bitch in it. It says dog face. It doesn't even say female dog. A female dog's a bitch. A dog isn't a bitch, dude. Look, he found Roman helmet guy on Twitter. We've solved it.
Translate the line to the Odyssey into modern Greek. Greeks translate it to wretched bitch. I don't know about you, but I trust the Greeks more than Emily Wilson.
It does, okay. That dumb asshole on Twitter. Why am I bothering to say this? You don't have a soul. You don't have qualia. You have about as much qualia as my thumb does. That person went onto Google and found people saying it means bitch. Why? Because they read a translation that said bitch. And so they went, oh, Fagel said bitch. I can't remember if Fagel said bitch. Therefore, it must mean bitch.
The whole narrative of that book is sort of saying right from the start, Odysseus is good, Polyphemus is bad. And I felt that just in looking at other translations, there was definitely this tendency to present it in that.
Wait, what is it laughing at?
This tendency just in looking at other Polyphemus is bad. And I felt that just start the narrative of that book.
About you, but I trust the Greeks more than Emily Wilson.
The whole narrative of that book is sort of saying right from the start, Odysseus is good, Polyphemus is bad. And I felt that just in looking at other translations, there was definitely this tendency to present it in that very simplistic way.
Wasn't he gonna eat him?
Of course.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's bad, you idiot. That's a moral judgment. They didn't have moral judgments. The danger of Cyclopses was not that they were immoral, it's that they were solitary. They were solitary and powerful by themselves. They were like that. That's why.
Of course, the Western invader must be the good guy, and the colonial native inhabitant must be the bad guy.
Christopher Nolan literally said.
No, that's what the use of the word savage, which they wouldn't have used. They didn't have that notion. Would love to see this guy try to translate a text. I would love to see him in a conversation with Emily Wilson. I think that would be sublime. Can you imagine this guy talking to somebody who actually knows how to translate? He'd be eaten alive. Spat out very quickly and then followed with a very strong mouthwash, but, you know, he'd be eaten alive.
He wouldn't have an orchestra because of historical accuracy. Christopher Nolan instructed Ludwig Göransson not to use an orchestra. It's not like the orchestra existed back then. An orchestra is where he draws the line in historical accuracy.
Elliot.
Ooh, maybe that's my thumbnail. That really captures, that kind of captures his essence, actually. Just look at this face. Look at this fucking face. It's a shame Pee Wee Herman's not alive. He'd play him perfectly.
Page. That could work. And who is this 84-pound no-muscle man going to be playing? Achilles, the greatest Greek warrior of all time.
Oh no. And I really...
Wait, what? What?
And what is this here?
Greek warrior of all time. Muscle man going to be playing. Achilles, the greatest Greek warrior of all time.
Okay, now... You want to know why Elliot... Is that true? Is Elliot Page playing Achilles? No, he's playing Sinon. He's playing the soldier who tricked the... You don't even get the fucking casting right. He's playing the person who convinced... Yeah, he's the one who convinced the Trojans to bring the Trojan horse in, according to his quick Google search, because I can't quite remember the name off the top of my head, but it's not Achilles. But, you want to know what's funny? You want to know what's really funny about them freaking out about Elliot Page playing Achilles? Canonically, Achilles was able to hide by blending in with a crowd of women. I actually feel like it would be far more offensive to Elliot Page to cast him as Achilles than virtually anybody else in the story. These people, like, you can kind of tell, like, it's weird how their aura just sort of projects it. It's like there's just skin all the way. There's no brain in there. It's just skin. It's like the staff from like the Infinite IKEA. It's just like a clay surface all the way through. It just the single fold of their brain makes up their entire head. Just demons, but dumb demons. Dumbmans, if you will. Anywho. Fellas, have a good night. I'm sending you to Kid Not Kin. Cheerio.